Claude is useful across the entire writing lifecycle, not just generating a first draft. That includes drafting from an outline, editing existing text with a specific kind of pass, tightening, tone shift, grammar only, matching an existing voice by pasting a few paragraphs as a reference, and adapting one piece for multiple audiences, like turning one announcement into an executive summary, a customer-facing version, and a Slack version. The habit that separates good results from mediocre ones. Always specify audience and purpose, even briefly. Summarization is one of the highest value, lowest risk uses of Claude. Because the source material constrains the output, there's less room to hallucinate when condensing text you gave it versus recalling facts from memory. Effective summarization prompts specify length, focus, and audience in 3 bullets. The financial implications only. For someone who missed the meeting and has 5 minutes. For long documents or transcripts, upload them directly rather than pasting, which keeps formatting intact and lets Claude reference specific sections accurately. Claude can analyze text, data, and arguments, identifying themes across feedback, comparing proposals, spotting gaps in a plan, or evaluating an argument's logic. Analysis prompts benefit from being explicit about the lens. Analyze this contract for financial risk to us as the buyer produces a very different, more useful response than just analyze this contract. For anything with real stakes, legal, financial, a hiring decision, treat Claude's analysis as a strong first pass that surfaces things to check, not the final word. Claude can synthesize information, explain concepts, compare options, and, depending on the product and whether web search is enabled, pull in current information from the web. 2 habits matter. Ask for sources when search is available, and spot check anything you'll rely on. And separate "explain this to me" from "tell me the current state of X." The former draws on training and is usually reliable for stable concepts, while the latter needs current information and is only as good as the search results behind it. When Claude produces something long-lived, a document you'll keep editing, a chart, a small interactive tool, it typically opens in the Artifacts panel alongside the chat rather than printing inline. That matters practically. You can keep chatting about changes without losing the artifact and scroll. Artifacts export cleanly once finished, and asking Claude to update the artifact is more precise than regenerate the whole thing, preserving the parts you didn't ask to change. If you do the same kind of task repeatedly, weekly reports, reviewing a certain document type, client communications for one account, a project saves you from re-explaining context every time. Set one up with custom instructions carrying standing context like tone, audience, and house style, plus reference files like templates or brand guidelines. Every new chat inside the project inherits that context automatically, so your actual prompts can stay short and task-specific. Pick one recurring task from your job. Set up a project for it with custom instructions describing audience, tone, and format, and add one reference file if you have a good example on hand. Run the same task you'd normally do from scratch and compare the effort involved. To recap, writing workflows span drafting, editing, tone matching, and audience adaptation. Always specify audience and purpose. Summarization is lower risk because it's grounded in supplied material. Specify length, focus, and audience. Analysis benefits from an explicit lens, and high-stakes analysis should be treated as a first pass to verify. Research needs a clear line between explaining a stable concept and reporting what's current. And artifacts hold substantial, editable output separate from chat scroll, while projects carry standing context across recurring work.